Hello guys! So welcome back sa aking new video lesson. But this time nandito tayo sa Minecraft. So samahan nyo ako sa ating virtual classroom inside this virtual school. Ayan, so let's get in. So we're here in Kuliat High School. Okay, sarado pa. Let's open the door. The room across the entrance door is the principal's office with Dr. Flor Herenya. Siyempre, di tayo dyan pupunta. Hanapin natin yung ating virtual math room. It's this Kuliat High School, founded 1971. And here ba? No, it's the guidance office with Ma'am Daisy Carino. In here, it's the school canteen. Pero ang tawag nyo dyan CR. Pag nagpaalam na pupunta ng CR, asahan nyo papunta ng canteen yun. Diba? It's the registrar's office with Ma'am Mildred. Dyan. Here. The admin office with Ma'am Maribel. Dyan. Saan kaya yung ating classroom? Baka sa taas. Siyempre, na. Baka makita pa tayo ng principal. Pero hindi pa naman tayo late. So, let's go up. Here. That's the AP class. Diyan. That's the English class. Filipino class. Ayun. There's our classroom. So, let's get inside. Ayan. So, that's my table. Ito ako magpapandak ng aking lesson. Siyempre, hindi naman ako laging nakaupo sa aking teacher's table. So, I'll be needing my blackboard. Ayan. That's my favorite flower. So, let's see if this is the right room. Math 10 class, Teacher SP. So, dito nga. Okay? So, sit back, enjoy, and I hope you learned something new today. Welcome, Mathematics 10. Our topic for today is about polynomial function. Today is going to identify the dividend and divisor of a polynomial function. Secondly, we will set up a division of polynomial. And lastly, we will perform division of polynomials using long division. How we divide numbers. So we have 72 divided by 5. We write 72 first. And then, this symbol, we have the right parenthesis and the vinculum. Wala talagang tawag dyan. But, we usually call it as just the division symbol, long division symbol, or the division bracket. And then, we put 5 here outside this symbol. First step is to divide the first digit to 5. So, we have 7 divided by 5, which is 1. Second step is to multiply that answer to 5. So, 1 times 5 is 5. Third step is to subtract 7 and 5. So, 7 minus 5 is 2. The fourth step will be to bring down the remaining digit, which is 2. And then we go back to the same procedure. Step 1, we have to divide 22 divided by 5, which is 4. Second step, multiply. So, we have 4 times 5 is 20. And then the third step is to subtract. So, 22 minus 20 is 2. Now, since wala na tayong ma-bring down, so we will remain as is. So, ganyan na lang. Now, we have 72 divided by 5 is equal to 14. Ito yun. and 2 over 5. So, ito kasi yung ating natitira. So, 2 here over this one. So, 2 over 5. Itong 72, we call it as the dividend. And 5 is our divisor. And 14 is our quotient. Itong example na yon sa ating polynomial equation. P of x is equal to 6x cubed plus 11x squared minus 7x plus 54 divided by x plus 3. Now, we write it this way. Ayan. So, ganyan. Meron din tayong long division symbol. Divided by x plus 3. So, in here, this one, we call it as our dividend. So, siya naman ang ating dividend. Whereas, x plus 3 is our divisor. And kung ano man yung ating sagot dito, we call it as the quotient. Steps in dividing a polynomial. So, makinig na maigi kung paano tayo magde-divide. Step 1. Arrange the terms of the dividend in descending power of x. Ibig sabihin ng descending pababa. So, mula sa may pinakamataas na exponent, pababa hanggang sa ating constant. Do this also for the divisor. Ganun din sa ating ipapandivide. Mula sa pinakamataas na exponent hanggang sa constant. If there are missing terms, write 0 as the coefficient of the term. Halimbawa, may nawawala tayong x squared, x to the third, tapos x to the first agad. So, kung wala yung isang term, we write 0. So, 0x squared, ganon. So, example, 6x to the third power plus 11x squared minus 7x plus 54. Kung mapapansin nyo, nagsimula tayo sa ating degree na 3. So, x to the third, pababa yun. X to the third, x to the second, x to the first. Remember, may invisible siyang exponent na 1 hanggang sa constant. Divided by x plus 3. Ganon din dito. X to the first, tapos constant na. Divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. This will be the first term of the quotient. So, ganito ibig natin sabihin. Diba, ito yung first term ng ating dividend. At ito naman yung ating first term ng ating divisor. So, ang gagawin natin, divide natin yung 6x cubed divided by yung first term din dito, which is x. Yan. Paano nga ba tayo nagde-divide ng ganyan? Remember, etong x na to, meron siyang invisible na numerical coefficient na 1. Ang gagawin natin, divide lang natin yung mga numbers muna. So, we have 6 divided by 1 is just simply 6. And then, for this variable, remember, ito namang x natin, meron siyang invisible exponent na 1. So, para i-divide yan, we copy the variable, which is x, or we copy the base x, and then, subtract lang natin yung mga exponents. So, yung exponents natin sa numerator, divided by yung exponent natin sa denominator. So, we have 3 minus 1. So, we have 6x squared. 3 minus 1 is 2. Ilalagay ngayon natin yung sagot natin dito. Mas maganda kung katapat na siya sa x squared. Step 3. Multiply the first term of the quotient from step 2 yun, kung ano man yung ating nakuha ang sagot, to every term of the divisor. Write this product below the dividend. Check if like terms are aligned properly. Ganito nga ibig sabihin. Diba, ito yung sagot natin kanina, which is 6x squared. Imumultiply daw natin yan sa kanilang dalawa, dito sa ating divisor. So, we have 6x squared times x plus 3. Isa-isa. So, 6x squared times x plus 3. Ayan. By distributive, we have 6x squared times x muna is just simply 6x cubed. Inad naman natin yung exponent. Remember, meron siyang invisible exponent na 1. So, 2 plus 1 is 3. And then we have 6x squared times 3 is simply 18x squared. Ulitin ko 6x squared times x, ito yun, 6x cubed. Inad lang natin yung mga exponent. And then, meron siyang invisible and numerical coefficient na 1. So, 6 times 1 is 6. X squared times x is x cubed. And then, we have 6x squared times 3. So, number sa number, 6 times 3 is 18x squared. Ilalagay natin yan dito. Okay? Make sure na yung kanilang mga terms, yung mga like terms ay magka-align, magkakatapat sila. Step 4. Subtract the answer found in step 3 from the dividend. Then, bring down the next terms. So, ganito ibig sabihin niya. Diba, ito yung kanina natin. Ito yung sagot natin pag minultiply ito sa kanilang dalawa. So, subtract daw natin ito mula dito sa ating dividend. So, remember, pag nag-subtract tayo, yung mga signs natin mababago kasi nga magsusubtract tayo, diba? So, itong positive 6x cubed will become negative 6x cubed. Mababago yung sign niya. Kasi remember, minumultiply natin negative times positive, negative. Yun. And then, ito namang positive 18x squared will become negative 18x squared. And remember, di ba kapag like sign, i-add natin. Halimbawa, kung parehong positive, i-add natin ang sagot positive. Kung pareho naman silang negative, i-add din natin ang sagot doon negative. Pero, kapag magkaiba yung kanilang sign, isa-subtract natin sila. At yung sign ng ating sagot, depende kung ano yung sign ng may pinakamalaking absolute value. So, we have 6x cubed minus 6x cubed. 0 na, diba? Cancel na siya. Pero dito, remember, positive and negative. So, magkaiba ng sign, kaya isa-subtract natin. So, 18 minus 11 is simply 7. Diba? Pero since mas malaki yung 18 at negative yung ating sign para sa 18, so we have negative 7, tas kukopyahin lang natin yung variable na x squared. And then, the next procedure is to bring down the next term. So, bring down natin yung negative 7x, and then bring down natin yung positive 54. Ayan. Pag may sagot na tayo, ang gagawin natin, use the resulting polynomial in step 4 as the new dividend. Repeat steps 2 and 4. Yan, nabibisaya na ako. Okay. So, sabi rito, ito daw naman yung gagawin natin. Ito. Yung gagawin natin, siya yung pinaka-dividend naman daw. So, paano gagawin natin? Step 1, divide, diba? So, etong first term, divided by dun sa first term na yon. So, negative 7x squared divided by x. So, parang ganyan yan. Again, meron siyang invisible na numerical coefficient na 1. So, negative 7 divided by 1 is negative 7. And then, x squared divided by x. Remember, meron din siyang exponent na 1, invisible. So, 2 minus 1 is 1. So, negative 7x na lang. Ilalagay ngayon natin yun doon. Yun yung ating pangalawang quotient na. Step 2, multiply. So, again, ito yung sagot natin kanina. Multiply natin yung negative 7x times x. Tapos, doon natin ilalagay yung sagot sa ilalim ng bago nating dividend. So, negative 7x times x is negative 7x squared. Diba? Ina-add natin yung mga exponents. So, 1, tsaka 1. So, x squared. And then, we have negative 7x times 3 naman is negative 21x. Step is to subtract and bring down. So, we have here, ayan na. Diba, ito na yung ating sagot ng minultiply yung negative 7x sa kanilang dalawa. So, subtract na natin. Again, Ano nga yung dapat nating tandaan? Yung mga signs niya ay mababago. So, kung ito yung negative, it will become positive. At yung negative 21x, magiging positive naman. At inuulit ko, pag pareho ng sign, add. Pag magkaiba ng sign, subtract. So, negative 7x squared plus 7x squared, magkaiba ng sign, subtract. So, 0 na, di ba? 7x squared minus 7x squared, 0 na siya. Ito naman silang dalawa, magkaiba rin ng sign, so subtract. 21 minus 7 is 14x. Positive siya kasi mas malaki yung 21. And remember, yung 21 naging positive na siya nung change natin ng sign. And then yung variable, kokopyahin lang natin. And then the last step is to bring it down. Ito yung natitira. So plus 54. Okay, and then we just repeat the same process. So, ito naman yung ating huling sagot kanina. This will now be our new dividend. So, ide-divide ulit natin yung first term dun sa first term ng ating divisor. So, we have 14x divided by x. The answer is 14 na lang. Makakancel na yung x, diba? Kasi x 1 minus 1 is x raised to 0 power. And any number or variable raised to 0 is just equal to 1. So, ulitin ko 14x divided by x, makakancel na yung x, 14 na lang. Dito natin ilalagay yung sagot. Step, we multiply. So, 14 times x is 14x. And then 14 times 3 is positive 42. Subtract and bring down. So, ito na yung sagot natin. Subtract natin. Remember, mababago ng sign, diba? So, yung positive 14x will become negative. And then, yung positive 42 will become negative 2. So, 14x minus 14x, 0 na. Cancel na yon. And positive 54 minus 42, so magkaiba ng sign, subtract. 54 minus 42 is 12. Mas malaki yung 54, positive yung 54, so positive yung ating sagot. And then since wala na tayong mabibring down, so this now will become our remainder. So we have 6x cubed plus 11x squared minus 7x plus 54 divided by x plus 3 is equal to 6x squared minus 7x plus 14 at yung ating remainder, we will write it as 12 over kung ano man yung ating divisor. So 12 over x plus 3. P of x is equal to negative 5x squared plus x cubed plus 14 divided by x minus 2. Okay, remember, kinakailangan nakaayos muna siya in descending order. So, we have x cubed, yun muna yung mauuna. And then, negative 5x squared, so x to the second. Now, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, na since wala tayong x to the first power, kailangan lagyan pa rin natin siya, pero 0 nga lang yung kanyang numerical coefficient. Plus yung ating constant na 14. Divided by x minus 2. Step 1, divide natin. X cubed divided by x. Yan, kopyahin lang natin yung variable. Tapos, subtract natin yung exponent. So, 3 minus invisible 1. So, we have x squared. Step 2, multiply natin. X squared times x. We have x cubed. And then, paano naging x cubed, ma'am? Diba, meron tayong invisible 1 yan. So, 2 plus 1. So, i-add lang natin yon, x cubed. And then, we have x squared times negative 2. We have negative 2x squared. Next step. Subtract and bring down. So, palit muna natin ng sign. So, itong positive will become negative, and then itong negative will become positive. So, x cubed minus x cubed, cancel na. But in here, yeah, negative and positive, magkaiba ng sign, subtract. So, 5 minus 2 is 3. But since mas malaki yung 5, negative yung 5, so we have negative 3. And then, kopyahin lang natin yung variable na x squared. And then, bring down 0x plus 14. Next step, ito naman yung ating papandivide doon sa ating divisor. So, we have negative 3x squared divided by x. So, negative 3 times invisible 1 is negative 3. And then, x squared divided by x is simply x to the first. So, negative 3x. Diba? Ulit, negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. And then, x squared divided by x. So, subtract lang natin yung exponent niya. 2 minus invisible 1 is x to the first. And then, next step, we multiply negative 3x times x. So, we have negative 3x squared. And then, we have negative 3x times negative 2 is positive 6x. Next, we will subtract and bring down. So, change sign muna tayo. Negative will become positive, and positive will become negative. So, negative 3x squared plus 3x squared, cancel na, 0 na yon. But we have here 0x minus 6x is negative 6x. And then, bring down natin yung 14. Next step, ito naman yung ating pan-divide. So, we have negative 6x divided by x is, cancel na yung x, matitira na lang, negative 6. Next step, negative 6 times x, negative 6x. And then negative 6 times negative 2 is positive 12. And then next step, subtract and bring down kung meron pa, pero wala na tayong maibibring down. Change sign muna tayo. So, negative will become positive and positive will become negative. So, negative 6x plus 6x, cancel na, 0 na yon. 14 minus 12 is 2. So, eto na yung ating remainder. Now, we have, sulat natin dun sa ating quotient. So, x squared minus 3x minus 6 plus yung remainder nating 2 over kung ano man yung ating divisor na x minus 2. Have some more exercises para mas ma-practice natin ang pag-divide ng mga polynomials using the long division method. In here, meron tayong mga missing terms na nakatakip. So, we will look for those missing terms. Habang nagsasolve, pwede niyong i-pause muna ang video and then later on, i-play niyo na lang pagka gusto niyo nang i-check ang inyong mga sagot. Okay, number 1. We have x squared plus 5x plus 4 divided by x plus 4.
Lot of boring math later.
So, paano nga ulit ang ating gagawin? Divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. So, x squared divided by x, we have x. Diba? Sinubtract lang natin yung exponent. So, 2 minus invisible 1 is x to the first. Afterwards, we multiply. So, x times x is x squared. And then, x times 4 is positive 4x. Third step, subtract and bring down the other terms. Siyempre, kailangan natin mag-change ng sign. So, positive x squared will become negative and positive 4x will become negative 4x. Okay? Ulitin natin. Pagka pareho ng sign add, pag magkaiba, subtract. So, in here, positive and negative, subtract. We have x squared minus x squared. Cancel na yon, 0 na. In here, positive 5x minus 4x, naging negative na siya, diba? So, magkaiba ng sign, subtract. So, what is the answer when we combine positive 5x and negative 4x? Right. The answer is positive 1x. So, isusubtract natin siya at mas malaki yung 5, positive yung 5. So, meron siyang invisible na numerical coefficient na 1. And then, to check the remaining terms kung tama, divide naman natin to after bringing down positive 4. So, we have positive x divided by positive x is 1 na lang siya. And then, multiply 1 times x, 1x or x. 1 times positive 4, positive 4. And then, subtract and bring down kung meron pa. Change sign muna. So, positive x will become negative and positive 4 will become negative. So, x minus x, cancel na. 0 na yon. And then, 4 minus 4, 0 na rin siya. So, wala siyang remainder. So, our answer here, x plus 1. Pero, yung hinahanap natin kaninang missing term is positive 1x. Ito yon. Nakuha nyo ba? Very good. Size 2. We have x squared minus 7x plus 8 divided by x minus 4.
75 years later.
So, in here, divide muna natin itong first term. X squared divided by x is simply subtract natin yung exponents. So, we have 2 minus the invisible 1 and then copy the variable. So, x raised to the first power or simply x na lang. And then we multiply x times x, that's x squared. And then x times negative 4, yun yung ating nawawalang term. Ano kaya yung sagot nyo doon? That's right, it's negative 4x. After multiplying, we proceed with subtracting this one in here. But syempre, wag kakalimutan mag-change ng sign at i-bring down yung mga remaining terms. So, positive x squared will become negative. And negative 4x will become positive. X squared minus x squared, cancel na, 0 na yon. But in here, negative 7x and positive 4x, magkaiba siya ng sign, so subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3. Kopyahin lang natin yung variable na x. Pero, mas malaki yung 7, negative yung 7, kaya negative 3x dapat. And then, we bring down positive 8. I-check na natin yung iba pang terms kung tama. So, we have negative 3x divided by x. Cancel na yung x. Matitira na lang ay negative 3. And then, we multiply. Negative 3 times x. It's negative 3x. And then, negative 3 times negative 4. That's positive 12. Okay? Next step is to subtract. Wala na tayong mabibring down na remaining terms. So, subtract na lang natin, but don't forget to change the sign. So, negative will become positive, and positive will become negative. Negative 3x plus 3x, cancel na yon, 0 na. But in here, positive 8 and negative 12, subtract natin sila, that's negative 4. Negative kasi mas malaki yung 12, negative yung 12. Okay? So, eto na yung ating remainder. Bali, ang pinaka-quotient natin is x minus 3 minus 4 over x minus 4. Kaya lang, ang nawawala natin, di ba, eto. So, eto lang yung kailangan natin i-check. Very good. Exercise. 6x squared plus 10x plus 7 divided by 3x minus 1.
2,000 years later.
So, check na natin. We have 6x squared divided by 3x. So, paano nga ulit yun? Number sa number muna tayo. So, we have 6 divided by 3 is 2. And x squared divided by x, isubtract natin yung exponent. So, we have 2 minus invisible 1. So, that's 1. So, that would be 2x to the first power or simply 2x. Ayan. And then, we multiply. Check na natin yung iba. 2x times 3x, that's 6x squared. And 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x. And then, we subtract and bring down. Don't forget to change the sign. So, negative, and this will become positive. Cancel na to. And then, in here, we have 10x plus 2x. Kasi, di ba, naging positive na. Siyempre, pareho ng sign, so i-add natin. So, we have 12x. Bring down positive 7. And then, again, we proceed with the division. 12x divided by 3x. So, number sa number muna. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Ayan. And then, x divided by x, cancel na yung x. Wala na matitira. So, that's actually 1 na lang. So, 4 times 1. It's simply 4 na lang. And then, we multiply. 4 times 3x, that's positive 12x. And then 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Now, we subtract again. Don't forget to change the sign. So, this will become negative. This will become positive. 12x minus 12x, cancel na. But in here, 7 and positive 4, syempre, pareho ng sign, i-add natin. So, 7 plus 4 is? Very good. That's 11. Okay, ito yung ating remainder. Pero ito rin yung ating nawawalang pinasasagutan kanina. Exercise, That's x cubed plus 0x squared plus 0x plus 27 divided by x plus 2. So, since missing yung terms natin for x squared and x, dapat lagyan pa rin natin, pero dapat meron siyang 0.
Thousands of tears later.
So, solving for this, we have x cubed divided by x. That's x raised to the second power. Paano nga yun? Diba? We just copy the variable and then subtract the exponents. That's 3 minus 1. So, 2 na lang siya. And then we multiply. X squared times x. Syempre, x cubed yun. And then x squared times 2. That's 2x squared. Subtract and bring down the remaining terms. Don't forget to change the sign. This will be negative. This will be negative. X cubed minus x cubed cancel na. But in here, 0x squared and negative 2x squared. Syempre, we have negative 2x squared. Kinokopy lang naman natin yung variable na x squared. Bring down 0x, bring down 27. Next, we divide this one. Negative 2x squared divided by x. So, syempre, negative 2 divided by 1 is negative 2. And then, x squared divided by x is simply x to the first power. Kasi yung exponent nga, diba? 2 minus 1. And then, we multiply. Negative 2x times x. That's negative 2x squared. Negative 2x times 2. That's positive. Negative, 4x. Okay? And then, change sign. Negative will become positive. Negative will become positive. Negative 2x squared and positive 2x squared. Cancel na yun. 0 na. In here, we have 0x plus 4x. So, we have, syempre, 4x pa rin. Plus, bring down natin yung 27. Next, 4x divided by x. So, cancel na yung x. Ang matitira na lang ay 4. And then, we multiply 4 times x. Yun ang ating sagot dito. And then, 4 times 2. Yun ang ating sagot dito. So, what is it? 4 times x is 4x. And 4 times 2 is 8. Ayan. And then, we subtract. Don't forget to change the sign. This will be negative. This will be negative. So, cancel na to. But in here, we have 27 minus 8 is 19. Ito na ating remainder. Tama ba kayo? Okay. Sana nakuha nyo lahat ng tama. Kung hindi, pwede nyo naman balikan ulit yung mga exercises and tingnan kung saan kayo banda nagkamali para makorect nyo. Thank you so much guys for listening. I hope you learned something new again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel. And again, always remember, learning math is easy with Teacher SP. Bye guys!